I cannot believe how many people consider it a badge of honor to not answer their phone. I cannot believe the amount of people that use not answering their phone as a qualifier for serious customers, meaning if they're serious, they'll leave a voicemail. If they're serious, they'll call back again. Do you treat anything like that? If you call one of your suppliers and they don't answer the phone, how frustrating is it for you? How frustrating is it when you call somebody for a product or a service that you need and they don't pick up the phone and you're forced to leave a voicemail, but you need the product now, and then they call you back maybe 5 days later, maybe the next day. If you need something right away, you're going to continue to call. Folks, how frustrating is it? Listen, if a customer calls 20 contractors, I don't care what the trade is. We're in cabinetry, right? You can be in whatever trade, a GC, a fabricator, I don't care what it is. If the customer calls 20 and none of them pick up the phone, now the playing field is level. Still, it was level before because there was no value. Nobody's picked up the phone. Now all contractors are looked at the same way, still level playing field. If one person picked up the phone, that would differentiate you from your competition, because listen, there is nothing sexy about our industry. We can't make the sexy offers, the money back guarantees, but what we can do is provide great customer experience. We've closed more deals because we've picked up the phone and provided customer experience. And if you can't answer the phone, that's your problem as a business owner. If you can't answer the phone, or if you don't have somebody answering the phone, you're not running a business. You're owning your job. I had somebody tell me that saying that rubbed them the wrong way. I understand that. Some guys just want to have a small shop, a small business, just take care of their families, and that's it. But don't come out here complaining about the feast or famine cycle that you're constantly going through if you're not picking up your phone. Running a business means being able to work on your business, not in it. You own your job if you work in the business. You own the business if you can work on the business. Hire somebody to pick up your phones. If you're tired of telemarketers calling, the reason they're calling so much is because the phone number you have listed for your business is on your articles of incorporation. They're going through the database, pulling your NAICS codes, all of that stuff, and they can get all your info, all the official contact info for your company. Homeowners aren't calling those phone numbers. They're not looking through articles, databases of businesses and looking at what phone numbers on articles of incorporation. They don't care. They're looking at the phone number on the website, on your business card, on your mailers, on your Google directory listing. That's where they're looking for the phone numbers. Change your phone number. Set up a call tracking number and use that number on all of your online listings, all of your advertisements, everything, and have a system in place, a software in place, like a CRM, right? We use Remodel Engine. Have the CRM call you and you'll see it. You can have the caller ID pop up and it says, this is a new lead, or this is the phone number. Somebody's calling your call tracking number. Then you pick up the phone. Then you have no excuse. And that, my friend, is a business owner that is solving problems for their business, not complaining about it and continuing to bury themselves in the work of the day-to-day operation. I understand if you're a small shop. There's technology. There's companies like Smith AI, who I have no affiliation with, that will answer your phones. They use call tracking numbers. They will answer the call tracking numbers. You give them the script and a frequently asked questions list, and they will take care of your customers and book sales appointments for you, so you don't have to answer. And you don't have to hire a secretary to waste 6 out of 8 hours of her shift Monday through Friday. You pay when they perform. That's how you save money. You don't have the secretary wasting company time. You're not paying payroll tax. You're not obligated to offer benefits, nothing. You hire them as a third party and they handle the part of the business that needs to be handled. It needs to be handled. Get it taken care of. Then you move on and work on your shop. How do I automate the things that I can automate? If you can't think of things that you can automate, you better start thinking about those things as being automatable, if that makes sense. I'm just making up words. But try to automate it. Let's say you're a countertop shop. The customer has, and we've done this before, customer chooses their slab color, all that stuff. You've done all the math. You've got the bid, everything. You need to have a form. There's a drop down. You choose the vendor, and you can have somebody set this up for you. It's not hard. You choose the vendor. You choose the slab. the color, the quantity of the slab, the thickness of the slab, and then you click send. That thing goes automatically out. It sends an email that's pre-written. It says, hey, vendor name, we need to order these. Can you deliver them tomorrow? 2 slab, you got the slab quantity, thickness, color name, all that good stuff. Instead of you having to manually write that email every single time, or having to pick up the phone, waste time listening to that ring, get somebody to answer the phone, please wait while I transfer you to a salesperson. Wait on hold for minutes. Like, this is something you can do in 30 seconds. That saves you 5, 10, 15 minutes, easy. And you better hope that your supplier picks up the phone, because how frustrating is that to know that you have a customer's money and you can't order material? It's frustrating. I know, we deal with it all the time, right? That's why we set up these systems to automate so it moves on. And then after that, we send out an automated email follow-up. Hey, did you get the order, right? We don't even do that. The system sends out the email the next day, 24 hours later, automatically. Did you get our purchase order? We have to, and you as a business owner, you have to, I don't want to say consider everybody as incompetent, but you need to have so many systems in place that you can focus on building your business and not doing $10, $12, $15 an hour work. You're worth more money than that. You're the owner of the business. You should be making profits, not doing $12 an hour work. That's not your job. So if you can't afford to hire somebody outright full time, get somebody like Smith AI. Buy software. Do all these things. If you need help finding labor, now it's time to start looking at automating your shop. Looking at CNCs. Looking at, what is the name of that company? Baca Systems, for example. Their countertop robot machine is badass, and it does everything. CNCs for cabinetry. Laguna Tools has some amazing CNCs for millwork, and it automates most of the process. Can't afford it? Go get the financing for it. Set up a business plan? Go get a grant. There's so many ways you can do this. Finance it. Get the company. Because if you've got the money covered, somebody else's money, don't use your own cash. And that's a whole other video. But go get the machines. Do everything you can as the business owner to get the machine, because you need to automate. And if you think for a second that, these machines are so expensive, how am I going to pay the monthly payment? By picking up your phone, by closing more deals, by closing more sales, by increasing production. That is how you pay for these machines, by answering your phone and by running massive amounts of advertising. That's how you pay for the machines. Homeowners don't care about handmade shit. They really don't. They want things to look good. They don't know the difference between a CNC'd cabinet and a handmade cabinet. They don't know, and they don't care. So you've got to meet them at their good enough factor, and you've got to be able to produce product quickly. And if you're having a labor issue, now it's time to automate. Italy does this beautifully, because their minimum wage is high, their taxes are high. There's a lot of issues over there. And when we talk to folks over there at some of these trade shows, they're like, yeah, everything is automated. We don't touch one single thing until the product is complete. Then we're packing it or loading it, but we're not touching anything through the entire manufacturing process. I'm not saying you have to go out and spend millions of dollars. What I'm saying is start treating your business like a business, and start treating yourself like the business owner, not the guy that owns his job. Because if you're the guy making the cabinets, you own your job. If you're the guy fabricating the countertops, you own your job. You don't own a business. And I know we've all got to start somewhere, but you can't stay there if you want to grow. Now, if you don't want to grow, then this whole video is irrelevant. Hear me out. My entire purpose is to help folks grow their business. Grow. Not just sales, but systems. Afterward, fulfillment. Because it's easy to sell. It's easy to bring work in. But you have to be able to fulfill that promise on the back end. And if you can't fulfill, then you're never going to grow. Same like if you can't sell, then you're never going to grow. You have to have both. It's an irreducibly complex system. You have to have all things in place. And then when you do great work, automate the review process, automate all this stuff. And now you as the business owner can start working on building relationships with other vendors, other suppliers, opening up new locations, hiring somebody for marketing, hiring somebody for sales. You can sit back and think, okay, we've got this system. How do we make this system better? You are the systems guy. It's your responsibility to make this business run. And I feel like I'm ranting. I probably am. Somebody in the comments is going to say, I'm full of shit. I don't care. I'm telling the truth. And if I hurt your feelings, I don't care. This is what it is. If you want growth, These are the things you have to do. If you don't want growth, I respect you, but be honest and be consistent and don't complain when you're in that famine of the feast and famine cycle. Thanks for watching this rant. This is Matthew Hamill with Local Contractor Blueprint. Hope you got some value out of this. And again, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm speaking from experience here. I wish you well. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon.